Don't blink if you blink. Welcome to the Pankadar Show. Yes, you're doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 12th July 2005. I am so sorry, my phone overheated. We're still talking about the neighbors, but I'm going to do the bittersweet version. So I'm going to talk about a little bit of a altercation that I had with my neighbor. We just did a video on. So this is complex. This is fucking complex. You have no idea. I was talking with Janice 3 days ago, and talking about the neighbor. I'm like, holy shit, it's been a while since we had a fight. So yesterday at 5 o'clock, or at 8, when I saw this sunset, I come in and I do a video about how I'm happy that my neighbors left me alone. And then she makes music, and I did a video complaining about it. Then today, I'm making a video saying how happy I am about these neighbors that are having a literal party, and you don't hear them. You do not hear them. So super happy. Now, is it a big problem if I hear them? No. Is it better if I don't hear them? No, as long as it's reasonable, right? But I had a little altercation. Like I was saying, give me a sec. This one is too hot. Schnitzel. That today is crazy hot. I'm gonna give you this shitty. So this is their balcony, and this is kind of like the streets, right? So it's different. I called my mom this morning on the balcony, and my neighbor heard me. She didn't care I was on the phone, right? She says, it's sad. We haven't talking a month and a half, a month. And she says, can you be useful for once and come and help me? Like, first of all, I told her, and this is almost a cycle. This is me being a good neighbor or not a good neighbor. So why are neighbors so important? Well, you guys know that I don't have the most social experience in the world. I'm not the most socially adept person. I have spent a lot of time alone, which has kind of been counterproductive, socially speaking, right? So my neighbors are kind of like a community, and if you look at it, it's actually quite nice because I got my 2 neighbors here. I got the neighbor downstairs with the pool, and I got the whole level of here. They're for these because I never hear them. But yeah, so it's kind of like a small circle of people, right? And it was. So she told me, can you be useful for once and come and help? And first of all, like, it's not because if it was 4 or 5 months ago, I would have been happy to help. I would have been happy to help because she was super nice to me. Now she wasn't nice to me. She's making on purpose to be noisy. She's being disrespectful. She used to talk to me. She doesn't talk to me anymore. And I told her, you don't ask people to help like that. That's not the way you do it. And I was on the phone with my mom. My mom, she got worried, of course, because she's like, oh my god, be careful, Steph. Like, she's gonna do something. But it was the general energy behind it. Intent is a big thing, but energy also is a big thing, you know? So I was like, okay, well, you don't talk to people like that, first of all. Second of all, you're a pain in my ass. One of the neighbors, okay, we'll talk about neighbors. Let's talk about it. One of my favorite neighbors was a janitor. He left. He was my entire, and this is my fault. This is completely my fault. My janitor left. A janitor that I had since I moved in. So his name was Jean-Guy. Jean-Guy was a really nice guy. A bit too much for the jokes. My dad didn't like him because, like, okay, well, this guy is kind of joking. For example, he say, oh, you didn't pay the rent when I paid it. So he's joking about not paying the rent, but I did pay it. So that was a bit of a problem, right? My father was like, yo, don't trust him. In my mind, he's like you know, at the party there's this uncle that makes bad jokes. That's a guy, you know? Doesn't mean he doesn't have ill intent. So my mistake was I saw a nice guy, and every month, even during depression, I have never told this story. I have never told this story in 4 years. Even in my depression, I didn't talk to my parents. Every single month, when it came time to pay the rent, I feel like he felt I was lonely, and he was lonely. Somebody did a prank. They said I was unaliving myself with the police, and Jean-Guy defended me. He's like, no, he's a good kid. He's quiet. He's quiet. And the police didn't even come to my house because they trusted him. And for every single month, we would talk for 20 minutes, 30 minutes about life in general and just talking about health. It was more so me asking question because, I was alone and I need to talk. And then he would ask me about my job and shit like that, right? It was really nice. But then when he left, I realized, like, okay, I don't know any of my neighbors. I don't know any of my fucking neighbors. So then I had a new janitor, which we didn't have a good start. Now, I have to say, he turned a new leaf. He, he turned a completely new leaf. So I had this neighbor. She was moving the couch. She was moving the couch from. Oh, fuck, that's such a sad story. This person is super nice. This neighbor. I don't know her name. I don't know her apartment number, but the number of time she came knocking at my door. I don't even think she lived on the same floor as me to drop my Amazon package. She didn't have to do that, but she did it because she's like, oh, if you leave it there, people are gonna steal. And I'm like, yeah, so thank you so much. And she doesn't do it for me, but that's probably does it for other people. She was in a elevator with three, maybe four people. I didn't see the. I saw people leaving that elevator. I didn't see inside the elevator. She had to move the couch, so I helped her out. And the janitor was there, and he saw me helping. And since then, he's been nice to me. And then this honestly, not gonna sound so fucking pessimistic, such a fucking bullshit, such a fucking oh I'm God, but she came in and she had her baby and I don't even call it how you call it. It's like a backpack, but you have like a cloth, right? And you put your baby in, and it's like a little hammock. And then you put the baby in, and you wrap it out around here, and then you have the babies there. And she comes to me, and poor woman, she doesn't really talk English or French, right? So as I as a thank you, or maybe as I like you, I trust you, she presented me your baby. And this was a big deal for her, because it's her baby, and it was a nice little moment. And then lately, which just I had another fight with my janitor because he came in and he told me, "Hey, I need a signature right now for the rent increase." Right now, there's a couple of reasons as to why. Possibly, I don't know. I didn't ask him. I think that he was giving the paper a long time ago, because you technically have a month to sign it. It's the law. You have a month to sign your rent agreement, right? I think he waited. And now, holy shit, I have to do it now. And then because I have to do it now, if I didn't sign it, it would look bad on him. He cannot. Instead of saying to the boss, to the landlord, "Hey, I gave him late. Okay, just sign it that way. I don't look like I fucked it up." So then he kind of put pressure. So I got mad at him, and then we had a little argument. But then I went to apologize to him. I said, "Listen, I said I'm sorry for how I treated you. I just in the moment I was mad, and this happens to me a lot. I'll get impulsive. I'll get emotional. I'll get angry, but then I'll calm down, and then I'll be like, oh fuck, you treat him like shit. You understand what you did. You understand what you did was not right. Yeah, it's something that happened to me a lot. Is it a excuse for how I act? No. Should I act the way I'm acting? No. Is it the truth? Yes. Okay. So it's flawed, but it's the truth. So lately, and this is pretty sad too. Too hot. I went to the store, and when I'm telling you this story, this was last Friday. I went to the store, and because we don't have the best relationship, I saw him at the store, and instead of saying hi to him, I changed lane. I didn't want to have to talk to him. I didn't want to have to talk to him, but I didn't have to pass next to him and say just ignore him. So instead of having a confrontation or a non-confrontation, I just switched lane, right? And then I came back, and I'm on my scooter. He's walking, so he leaves before me in the store. But with my scooter, I go faster. Because I go faster, what happened is I pass him at the house, and then he opens the door for me. He said, "Oh, I didn't even recognize you because I cut my hair, right?" And he's like, "There you go. It looks much cleaner. You look like a man." And I gotta say, this was the first compliment they gave me. Now, I told you guys before, I don't really need compliments. I don't need compliments. They're nice to have, but I don't need them, right? So, but at the same time, it was him being nice. It was the intent behind it that was nice. It's like, holy shit, thank you so much. And again, it's not necessarily compliment, but coming from him, it was a lot. Because we don't have the best relationship, right? you're not gonna tell the person you hate at work like, oh, you fucking look good, bitch. You're gonna tell them. You're just gonna ignore her. So yeah, it was a lot. And on that note, feels like we turn the page and I don't see him, I don't talk to him. However, it's fun. It's fun because you don't want to fight with people. You don't want to fight with people, especially since I live here. See, and again, I'm gonna be sounding like an asshole. This is not the goal, but I've been living here for so long, and I don't plan to move. So it's like, okay, well, this is my situation. It's like I don't see those people often, but when I see them, you know, it has to be livable. So this person comes in and she's asking me, and if she was months ago, I would have helped her, but I didn't help her. And then she started giving me shit, right? And then I was like, okay, well, fuck you. So I just went in. I wasn't filming. First of all, I wasn't filming. Second of all, I actually answered to her, which I should have not done. I should have just ignored. Because then you send a message like, I don't want to talk to you. Versus, I'm going to talk and I'm going to have a fight, right? And when you're in a bad mood, you avoid talking to people. I think she was in a bad mood and she decided to talk to people. And again, the problem is, like, what she was doing was nice. What she was doing was cleaning the alley. It was super nice, right? And the sad thing is we're 6th level. 6, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Out of 12 people, there's 11 other people she could have asked. She saw me, right? Most people, they stayed inside because it's really warm today. So people are gonna stay in, they're gonna get in the AC, they're gonna drink water and shit like that, right? So yeah, I didn't help her. Then my first reaction, I was like, what a bitch. She didn't have to talk to me like that. And I felt pissed off because I was like your my channel name is Ing Vendetta, but you're the vindictive one here. And I felt bad. I said, you know what? You should have been patient. You should have said, you know what? Fuck it. We're having a problem with this person. I don't feel like helping this person, but this would have been a good opportunity to bury the hatchet. And I didn't take it. It's a missed opportunity. And that's a problem. You know? It's like the teacher that puts people together that they don't like each other. It's like the boss that puts together people that don't work well together. Because he's trying to have a better chemistry, you know? I had a chance to fix things. I had a chance to be the bigger man. And I wasn't. And then the sad part about that is... And then the sad part is... I could have done better. And I didn't. So yeah. What can I do? Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.